Hey friends in beauty, if you're a professional makeup artist or beauty pro who is tired of juggling multiple tools to run your business, I got great news for you. Beauty Pro Funnels is here to simplify your life and take your business to the next level. Unlike other platforms like Wix, Squarespace, or Acuity, Beauty Pro Funnels was created by a makeup artist for makeup artists. This is the world's first all-in-one software that helps you book clients, sell your products, and even launch courses all in one place. No need for separate subscriptions that drain your wallet or tools that don't speak your language as a beauty pro. With Beauty Pro Funnels, you're not just getting another booking tool. You're unlocking the ability to create multiple revenue streams, so whether you're behind the chair or not, you're making money. Imagine accepting bookings, selling your beauty products, and offering courses all without the stress of managing separate systems. That could be a big headache. Let me break it down to you one more time. Your website, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your portfolio, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your booking site, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. And your e-commerce site, host it in Beauty Pro Funnels. Want to offer beauty courses or digital products? You can sell them inside of Beauty Pro Funnels, and you'll be able to send invoices, digital contracts, newsletters, and do all of your marketing directly from your Beauty Pro Funnels account. It's mind-blowing. Listen, you're going to save hundreds of dollars every single month by replacing over 10 platforms when you make the switch to Beauty Pro Funnels like Wix, Squarespace, Acuity, WordPress, Vagaro, Honeybooks, 17 Hats, Dubsado, MailChimp, Klaviyo, Kajabi, DocuSign, even Shopify. It's crazy. I know you got at least one of those. And here's the best part. Tayana and her team spent over a year building plug-and-play templates into your account for pretty much everything, so you never have to start from scratch at all. So all of your appointment confirmations, reminders, and payment reminders and stuff like that for your clients, they have already been written out for you. You can even gather reviews and referrals all on autopilot. You'll free up so many hours of time each week so you can focus on what you love, your artistry. Plus, with their mobile app, you can manage your entire business from the palm of your hand. Send invoices, schedule appointments, and even take payments on the go. I believe in Beauty Pro Funnels so much that I recently moved the Friends of Beauty site to Beauty Pro Funnels, and I am loving it. It's a game changer because it's not just a platform. I swear it is like having your personal business assistant designed specifically for makeup artists and beauty pros like you. So here's the deal. If you want to see what all the hype is about, visit getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends to get a personalized tour and see how Beauty Pro Funnels can transform your business today. That's getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends because you deserve the best tool for your beauty business.
Hey friends in beauty, want to elevate your client experience and boost your income without adding more time to your day? Let me introduce you to Brow Zhuzh Double Duty, an under-eye and brow treatment that targets puffiness, fine lines, and dehydration. It conditions brows and soothes skin after hair removal, making it the perfect add-on while your client is relaxing. Whether you're in the treatment room, salon, with a bride, or on set, Double Duty does exactly what the name says. It's packed with vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, collagen, and caffeine so the skin feels smooth, hydrated, and refreshed in minutes. Pro tip, store it in the fridge for that cooling spa-like effect. Your clients will rave about it. It's available for wholesale or retail at printbeautystudio.com/shop or email hello@printbeautystudio.com to become a pro partner. Let's go ahead and jump into the episode.
Another one is I was facing 65 years to life in federal prison, Peter.
Yeah.
But it has brought me so close to God because I have seen God's grace over and over. I'm selling all the way the hell out, okay? Listen, this is why you start a brand. Like, see, this is one thing that Black people don't understand, is that you develop and you grow a business so that you can create generational wealth for your family. That's how it's done. It's our foundation stick and our primer, our Mystical Veil 2-in-1 primer. And, I'm not one for all the steps. Like people be like, oh, do this, drop this on your face, then put this, then put that on top of it, and then spray some of this. I'm like, child, bye. I don't have time for all of that.
Literally have like fair to the deepest, so it's for everybody.
Yes, and they mix. They mix, yeah. So a lot of people say, "Oh, you have 12 shades of foundation," but they mix to 144 different variants. Not that there's 144 different skins, but and I try to teach this all about color theory. I laugh when I see brands, with 155 shades of. For what? Who are you fooling? And people keep asking me, like, how do I feel about, like all these celebrity brands and people just waking up saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have a makeup brand." Yeah. I'm like,
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get authentic answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. Join me every week as me and my special guest reveal the keys to longevity and success in the beauty industry, from the ups and downs of their journey to the nitty-gritty of their struggles and triumphs. We're spilling the tea on it all, and most importantly, having fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. Now, in today's episode, we have the pleasure of having Kim Baker in the Friends of Beauty guest chair. So from breaking barriers as a plus-size model with Wilhelmina to working alongside legendary artists like Kevin Aquan and Wade Bandy, Kim has always been a force in the beauty and fashion world. As a pro makeup artist turned CEO of Glamazon Beauty, she created a brand rooted in inclusion, empowerment, and effortless glam. And today she's back to share with us and talk about her journey from the red carpet to retail, her latest beauty moves, and how she's turning her powerful story into a film. I can't wait. I am so excited. Listen, welcome back to the Friends of Beauty podcast, Kim.
Thank you. I'm always going to come back with a bag of tricks, honey.
Absolutely. Look, I know we were talking about, me before this, but I just literally enjoy, I swear, every time you come across my timeline, I'm just like, look at her go. Like, look at her go. I'm just like, my cheeks be hurting so hard from like just smiling.
You. You have always been such a supportive sister. Thank you. Because you know what? When I say it, the hardest part about being a Black woman is getting your fellow sisters to stand beside you. And so when you have the ones that do, you treasure them so much, because it just continues to be a continued conversation about us not having the crab syndrome or worried about somebody getting ahead, but you've never had that spirit. And I thank you for that. Thank you so much.
I just adore you. Of course,
so
I'm,
important. I adore
Glamazon
you too.
Beauty today.
I call you my little sis. Huh?
I said, of course,
you got your Glamazon on now?
Of course.
Girl, let me just ask, and this is no pun intended or trying to, is the foundation the bomb?
I love it.
We had people floored this weekend at the Hue Affair. Like, people were like, okay, I heard about it and I've seen the ads. And they was like, not until I got in this chair did I believe it. But yeah, I mean, it truly, listen, if you got mamas like Yvette Noel Shior raving about it,
yes,
come on, that's a woman that can afford anything.
The young girls are doing this now or whatever.
Not just the young ones, the old heads too. Okay.
I had to make sure I was age appropriate. I had to ask somebody, am I too old to do this? And they gave me their approval. So well, let's start off with some icebreakers.
I'm still gonna do it. All right. There you go.
Let's start off with some icebreakers, just in case, this is Kim's third time here, but just in case people are new to you.
I'm a regular.
Yeah, you're a regular. Just in case people are new to you, we'll give them some random facts and all that stuff. So give us 3 random facts about you first.
Some random facts about me. I started as a model at age 13 with Elite Model Management. And I've been with almost every major agency that ever existed. Zoli, Elite, Ford. I left Ford to go to Beth Ann. I went from Beth Ann to Wilhelmina, where I chose to stay until I ended my career and became a makeup artist. Another thing, I was a pioneer of the plus size model industry. There was no plus size model industry before me and a group of my friends came along, and we got out there and advocated for real bodied women. Another one is I was facing 65 years to life in federal prison.
Crazy.
Yeah. And by God's grace and by my innocence and proving my innocence, but it's such a powerful, powerful story, which I'm sure we'll get into later.
Hmm.
But it's just it has brought me so close to God because I have seen God's grace over and over, like to
Yeah.
the point where it like literally brings you to your knees.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to hear more about it and watch the film when it comes out. What do
Yes, it's a
people
story
always
that
tell
needs to be
you?
told.
Huh?
It's a story that needs to be told for young girls, you know?
A cautionary
A
tale.
cautionary tale. You know the word, girl.
Yes. What do people always tell you that you're good at aside from makeup and, beauty, giving face? Because you be giving face in every picture.
Oh, listen, I'm humble, but a bee gonna do a damn picture, okay?
Okay. Go kill a
Yeah,
selfie.
but that's God's grace too. My cheekbones have kept this face together, so that's something I still miss doing is shooting, but
Hmm.
thank God, I get to do it for me now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So what do people tell you that you're good at?
What am I good at? Empowering and encouraging other people. And that
Hmm.
is my soul life's mission. And I also want women to see that you don't have to be 20 to still be beautiful. And, to me, I just think a woman's evolution should consist of not just being physically beautiful, but inner beauty and that's what have strived to be my entire life is just be a good person
Hmm.
and allow my inner beauty to shine.
Yeah.
And so I think what I've been good at is inspiring other women to go after their dream. I'm actually working with the state of New Jersey and different organizations to like really help encourage women, it's particularly welfare in New Jersey, to get women to understand that this doesn't have to be a way of life. It could be a
Hmm.
stepping stone up to where you want to go. So that's my mission.
Yeah. I love
That's what
that.
I'm good at, inspiring others.
I love that. Okay.
Yes.
When is the last time you did something for the first time? Have you had any new experiences lately?
Oh, I can't talk about that. No, I'm joking. Have I had any new experience? Well, I'm studying to be an airline pilot, not for an
Yeah.
airline, but for myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that flight school. Um, And that's what I'm doing. That's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm finally doing it now. And I know it seems like it's strange to some people, but remember, I grew up in Newark, and my apartment was faced to the airport. So
Nice.
I watched planes go up and planes come down, and I always said, "What if I learned how to fly?" And my mom, who's always been one to encourage me, was like, "Well, why do you keep thinking about it? Why don't you get your license?"
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing right now. So I will officially, by next spring, be pilot Kim Baker.
That's amazing. That's so exciting.
Yes.
That's like one of my favorite things to do too. They have a place here in technically it's Virginia, but a
Hmm.
park that you can see the planes landing and taking off,
Hmm.
and they literally come so close. I just love sitting out there. I just want to
Yeah.
be a flight attendant.
Uh-huh.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
I've always been intrigued with pilots and planes and aviation. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Well, the last one for the icebreakers. Let's see if I don't remember what your answer was before, but if you weren't the CEO of Glamazon Beauty, is there anything else you could see yourself doing
Oh,
right
if
now?
I could be anything I wanted to be in life, it would be a performer like Beyonce. I
You
just
did say that, singer.
love but you know what? Let me tell you what I do take pride in. I can sing, but I may not be able to, do what Beyonce does. But just the fact that she's a Virgo, y'all know how I am about my Virgos
Ah,
there.
are you an August or
Anybody
September
who follow
Virgo?
me know I'm big on Virgos.
You August or September Virgo?
September.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
September what?
September 13th.
That's right, because my mom is the 14th.
Oh, and my best friend is the 14th, and Tyler Perry is the 13th. Like me, child, let me tell you, I could go on and on about some Virgos. I live for Virgos.
Okay,
Live.
see, I have an appreciation for Virgos because my mom is a Virgos, but normally y'all
Mhm.
be getting a bad rap.
Oh yeah. Oh, listen. let me tell you how Virgo is. Somebody could be talking, giving a bad rap, and we don't even hear it, child, because that's how much we love and gloat about being Virgo.
Exactly. Like nothing phases
Yes.
because you could be right about it anyway.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
So how was the Hue affair this past weekend?
It was really good. Nice turnout, and I'm so happy because I got to, allow so many women to try the brand, and they had been seeing like my ads running, and they were so happy. We did really well. And I'm just happy that people know about it. And I got to see some other brands that I didn't know about, and got to get hugs and shake hands with new people that I met. So
Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
was
really cool.
nice.
I was hoping I was gonna be able to make it. I got an invitation to attend, but I already had like so much stuff going on this past weekend. I was like, dang, that would be nice to pop up as a surprise, Kim.
Oh yeah, and I finally met Renee Bluey.
Who's that?
Is that, am I saying her last name right?
Oh,
She did that. Remember the lady from She Did That,
she
Renee?
did that. Girl, I don't know. Is that a show?
Well, it was like a TV project, but yeah, she has a something similar to the Hue affair that happens like December. But it was nice to meet her. So yeah, another
Nice. Always
sister,
networking, building those
pretty chocolate
relationships.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Networking, building relationships.
Absolutely, I love it.
Got the next move already planned out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. The
Got to
last
keep it
time you
moving in this game. You see what's going on. I mean, ooh, it's so hard for brands right now. It's so many inauthentic, you know me. So it's so many people in this space that don't belong here. It's just
mm.
like, babe, whose face have you done? What's YouTube been on? Or whose
Belong is as
wedding
far as
have you
what, like
done?
experience?
It's just so many inauthentic people here. I'm sorry, no shade, no tea, but some people, I mean, we live in such a time today where so many people don't put in the work and just, I have followers, I have friends. I've never seen anything my whole life. I've had to work.
Mm-hmm.
I went around carrying makeup cases and being on trains and lugging my makeup train case upstairs in New York subway. I put in the work. So to
Yeah.
see these fly by nights, oh child,
Yeah,
it just
the landscape has definitely changed, and maybe that's
it
like
has
a
changed.
testament to everything that you continue to do. Because I swear, every time you pop up on my timeline, I'm like, "Dang, Kim is doing something else." But it's just a testament to the hustle. Like you're used to having to go
Yeah,
out there and get it for yourself, and not just
right.
being handed things. You
And
know?
people keep asking me, like, how do I feel about, like all these celebrity brands and people just waking up saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have a makeup brand."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry. But that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, listen, let me tell you how far I'm deep rooted in this. I worked at the cosmetic counter with Sam Fine when Sam first came to
Right.
New York. So we were super young. Sam may have been 23. I
Wow.
worked with Danessa Myricks in the studio with her kids, Journey and her beautiful son, were like little kids playing with trucks.
Wow.
Um, I shot with Way Bandy, who was a legendary makeup artist back when I was like 13. I mean, I've been here my entire adult life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had to work. And so to see people that don't believe in the ethics of hard work or work,
Yeah.
I can't relate. I just, like Danessa, I cheer so hard for her because I know the work this woman put in. I got to see with my own eyes. I remember her making those videos and
Right. I
me
was
just
on set with some of those
admiring her.
DVDs and stuff, assisting.
Yes. And I remember when her locks were short and, I'm so proud of what she's done, and she deserves it. She put in the work. You
Absolutely.
can never deny that. And so many other people, like I could any makeup artists that I've seen their work, Rennie Vasquez, Morel House, if they came out of line with a line, I get it. You
Right.
paid your dues. You've done. You're educated in what you're doing. But child, to be I'm so and so's wife. I'm this person's secretary, sister.
It don't even matter anymore.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
I
it
have
don't even
several
matter.
seats.
Yeah. So the last time you were here, you were sharing how your hard work landed you on HSN. How's that partnership?
Oh my goodness, I love my family at HSN. They're so wonderful. I really do. I love them, Crystal, all of them. They're amazing. And now we've moved. So HSN is now based, we're no longer in Tampa. We're now based in Pennsylvania, where
Oh,
QVC is. So
closer.
now I'll probably be doing some QVC as well. And
Nice.
I think, I'm also on the Canadian shopping channel now too. So I'm in Canada quite a bit.
That's amazing. So it's way closer to you because I know you were having to travel down to Florida and
Yes.
everything.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm super excited about it. I remember being a young girl watching Home Shopping, and back then I didn't see very many Black people. I don't think I saw any, but back then that's how it was, the landscape for TV, period. But
Yeah.
now to be one of the brands featured on there, and I love my team. They're so supportive, so kind. I feel very blessed.
Yeah. Yeah. How's it been balancing like the TV, the live TV aspect versus the direct to consumer?
I love it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's so funny because when I travel, especially like in more, like home shopping is the demographic is more Caucasian women.
Hmm.
So I seem to get recognized more by Caucasian women than anyone, but I love the love. So it's
Okay.
been amazing.
Yeah,
It's
it's for
been amazing.
everybody. You got
And
the
it's
whole
helped the brand
range.
so much.
You literally have like fair to the deepest, so it's for everybody.
Yes. And they mix. They
Hmm.
mix. Yeah. So a lot of people say, "Oh, you have 12 shades of foundation," but they mix to 144 different variants. Not that there's 144 different skins, but between undertones, you're able to match everyone. And
Yeah.
I try to teach this all about color theory. I laugh when I see brands, with 155 shades of, for what? Who are you
Right.
fooling?
And
And
that's
why are
confusing
you
the
trying to
consumer
do and
too.
make it harder for people?
Yeah, it just makes it harder, especially for
It just
people that
makes it
aren't like that.
harder,
Yeah, they
but it
don't
makes
know
it easier
makeup.
for me.
It makes it easier for you. It's hard for the people that want to get into beauty because if you're not a makeup girl, you wouldn't know what to do with all those different shades. Like,
100 shades. I'm like, for who? And that stuff just sits there.
mm,
20% of that 100 sells. The rest of it is just like, and it's crazy. I come from the world of Bobby Brown. I think you know that. When I started in this industry, I worked for Fashion Fair with Sam at the counter. And then I went on to work for Bobby Brown. And I was there for 14 years. And I'm telling you, before Estee Lauder came into the Bobby Brown company, we made magic. We were the
mm-hmm.
first people to do makeup master classes.
Yeah,
Nobody else's brand was doing it. And it was just it was a good time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
With the models that you all have on HSN, do they get any training behind the scenes? 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, the first time I watched you live, like they were driving me crazy. I'm like, if they don't blend that foundation into their skin and show these people what it's all about, they would be so like lightheaded and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, a lot of them, sometimes we get new girls, and some of them are really shy because they know they're on live,
yeah. I'm
or some
like,
of them get nervous because their friends are watching. And I'm like, y'all need to focus on the wrong things. Don't think about
I
that,
was
you
like, they
know?
need to show this foundation, okay? Blend that stuff into your
Yes.
skin.
Oh, yeah, but you see the results when they show the before and after.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely see the results.
Yeah, yeah. So is there anything new coming up at Glamazon Beauty? Are y'all doing any new like research and development?
Yes, we are. We're talking. So we're on Nordstrom.com now.
Nice.
And we're talking to a pretty big retailer about coming in. I mean, they've already expressed they want us. So we
That's it.
are working on that.
Is that
That's
the
going
one
to
you told
take
me about
quite
earlier?
an influx of capital. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Is that the one you told me about earlier that you have a meeting with?
I think so. Oh, no, no, no. That's another one. That's
Okay.
another one. So I'm
Okay.
talking to two. That's another one. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll be keeping
Mhm.
my mouth sealed, okay? I
Yes.
hold
Well,
a lot of people's secrets, y'all. I'm your
it's
best friend in beauty
awesome.
for a reason. I keep my mouth closed.
That's it. Friends in beauty. But you
Yes,
know about it already.
yes, I'm a keep it
Okay.
short. Yeah, you mentioned earlier just about the just like the difficulty with brands these days, and I'm noticing like a shift, the whole Amicole
Mm.
situation, and then have you seen the Scandinavia and like Urban Decay debacle that's going on right now?
No, what's going on? Please
Oh my
do
God.
so.
Urban Decay ended its 15-year partnership with Scandinavia, like just kind of abruptly,
Oh,
and they're coming out with their own new kind of setting spray that has like the same claims as the Scandinavian
oh,
one. So they have
shade.
parted ways, and like, do
Oh,
you have any concerns for like the future of Glamazon Beauty when you see what's going on with like other brands, or you feel like
not at all. I keep
okay?
my eye on my brand. I don't worry about what, Harry, and I have my own blessings. So,
Hmm.
and I, I have God with me at all times.
I hear that.
Listen, you know how I am about my faith. I'm not worried about nobody. What that song? I ain't worried about nothing. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about nothing.
Yeah.
Or anybody. Listen. I take my hat off to whoever is doing whatever it is they do. I know the work I put into this industry. I know how long I've been in this industry.
Hmm.
So ain't nothing new. I ain't worried about all the people that come and go, people that jump in and out, people that do the hokey pokey play. Just taking this as a joke, and it's really not. It's something I'm very passionate about. It's something that other people who have put in the work are very passionate about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
not being the knowledge and having good product will sustain you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I saw your like an excerpt from the interview you did for Beauty Independent. You
Hmm.
were talking about like how different it is to have versus like having skincare or fragrance, like having
Hmm.
actual makeup is a
Oh
different
yeah.
set of things or that you have to cater to as far as undertones, and it's not just like
Hmm.
having a product, it's like all about strategy. Like what is your
Yeah,
strategy
like
when it comes
fragrance
to
has notes to follow,
Mhm.
and you know what notes you want. And skincare has certain, roadmaps to follow, what your regimen is. But cosmetics has never really had that. And that's what Glamazon is trying to do. The first thing we want to do is make sure your skin is right. Granted, I love, and if you tried our eyeshadows, they're super pigmented. I love all of that. I want to provide all of that. But
Yeah.
I want my sister's skin to be right and looking good at every stage, whether
Hmm.
she's young, whether she's in her 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, because I don't believe beauty fades, I
Yeah.
just think it's all how you take care of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a specific intentional strategy for how you promote Glamazon Beauty?
Right now it's all about skin.
Mm.
We have this, it's our foundation stick and our primer, our Mystical Veil 2-in-1 primer. And I'm not one for all the steps. Like people be like, "Oh, do this, drop this on your face, then put this, then put that on top of, and then spray some of this." I'm like, "Child, bye. I don't have time for all of that." You put
Right.
your Mystical Veil primer on, you put your stick on, you blend it out, and you decide where you want to go from there. Your brows, always do your brows, and then you decide. Some people like Yvette Shior. I love how she wears Glamazon. She's Beyonce's publicist.
Yeah.
She puts on her foundation, her primer, and her brows, and she just walks around looking like, I have great skin.
Hmm.
And I love that too, because I do that sometimes. And then there's times where I'll be like right now, where I'll just do like a soft eye or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's about, my mission is about you getting your skin right and saving time. And more importantly, having efficacious products that work. I'm not
Right.
here for the, the antics and
You gotta
the
manipulate it
gadgets.
so much and all of that.
Yeah.
I just swipe that thing
And
on
you
my
shouldn't
face
be
and just
layering stuff on top of your skin. Like, your skin has to breathe. It's an
hmm.
organ,
Yeah. I love the way the foundation blends. It's just like so seamless. I just
like
literally
butter.
like swipe it all
Yes.
over my face and just go with a sponge. Do you use a sponge
Yes.
or a brush when you do yours?
And it leaves the skin looking glowing. So I always have men. I just had it happen at the Hue Affair. This man was like, "Oh, I don't like makeup," to his wife. And then I said, "Sir, when I turn your wife around, if it looked like she wearing makeup, I will give you the makeup for free." And when she turned around, he was like, "It doesn't even look like makeup." He was like, "His skin looks even." And so, I don't feel like I have to keep beating my chest. Yeah, I want to let you know I'm here and I'm in the market.
Hmm.
But I think when you see the results for yourself, it speaks for itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
You like
speaks for
using a
itself.
brush or a sponge when you do the foundation?
I like my sponge. I don't know if you've tried our new
Yeah,
sponge.
the yep.
It's, when I say, if you read Amazon's reviews of that sponge, people that do not get paid to talk about it, they rave about that sponge. They're like, this is better than the original because it doesn't absorb your products.
Mm,
Just a little bit, not much. So,
right.
I'm trying to be conscious of everything that I want to work. Next we're about to drop, brushes, and I can't wait. The brushes are amazing too.
Okay, so
No
you
one
got some
can believe they're
tools.
synthetic.
Nice. So
Yeah.
you got the sponge already, but you got some more tools coming.
Got some more tools and some accessories.
Okay.
Yeah, just staying in my own lane and doing what I know and what I've worked at so many years.
Yeah. As far as staying in your lane, how do you ever feel pressured a little bit to stay up with the trends? Because I always see like if one, say for example, lip oil, like lip oil, every brand has like a lip oil right now. When you see
Mhm.
stuff like that, do you feel like, oh, Glamazon Beauty needs a lip oil, or do you, like you said, you just stay in your lane, like, or unless it resonates with
I
you?
stay in my lane because I'm more about skin.
Okay.
And if you've seen me in person, I'm not playing because my skin is solid. And I say that
Mhm.
humbly. I'm not bragging, but I know I got good skin.
Yeah.
So, like I don't have to wear foundation. It's even all over, but I do because that's what my focus is,
Yeah.
skin. I don't worry. I mean, I see everybody's got oil, lip oil, and we are going to come out with a lip oil, but I don't feel the need to do it because so and so did it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you
Hmm.
got to tell us about this project because facing 65 years to life is crazy. Like when you told me that the first time, I was like, "What in the world?
Yeah.
Like
Well, I don't look
what
like
had
what
happened?"
I've been through. Hmm.
Girl, tell us about it. Little bit about
So,
the project.
I'm excited that I get to share that my story. Uh, that I was facing 65 years to life. I was a young girl in love with an older man, and the older man was you know, was sentenced as a king, New Jersey's first kingpin.
The first.
Yeah, Akbar Prey. He was sentenced as New Jersey's first kingpin. He was my first boyfriend, first love. And as a result, I was pulled in, and I had to prove my innocence. And, not to give the whole story away, but it is a story that mothers and daughters must watch
Mm-hmm.
because it is a cautionary tale. And it is a tale of how, a mother, a single mother in particular, could raise her daughter. And as I told you a long time ago, I have daddy issues. My father abandoned me when my mother divorced him. And
Yeah.
even though my parents were married, my father was never there. To this day, I'm in my mid 50s and I still have never had my father call me to say happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of looking for that father figure, and I fell in love with an older man.
Yeah.
And it was actually a friend of mine's father.
Wow.
Yeah, a friend
Of
of
a friend of
mine
yours.
had a friend, and it was her stepfather. So, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I can relate
Yes.
with the daddy issues. I've definitely been working through that in my adulthood. When you mentioned the birthdays, I was just like, I know how that be.
Yeah, child. Yeah, I do. I'm grown, and my daughter's always telling me, "Mom, you should really get therapy about it." But at this point, I just realize I have to let it go.
Hmm.
I have to let it go.
Yeah.
And then
So
I
what's
went through some issues with after I got over my father and really being afraid to love, I got into a marriage where I later realized that, hey, I'm the only one that's really, so I went through it all over again. I'm the only one really putting, all my time and effort. And that story is another story that needs to be told because that husband, during the time when we were married, he decided to go into the military. He was younger than me. And he told me, he packed his stuff up and was like, I'm moving to the military. And when you're, ready, come and move out there with me. Well, before I could even move out there, he decided to end the relationship. And I kid you not, that day he left was the last day I ever saw him. I have never seen him again.
wow.
So that was a
Wow.
very painful thing. Imagine somebody living with you for almost 7 years, 6 years, and you never see the person again.
I swear, these men out here, I cannot,
Yeah,
I
but it's
cannot.
all good, girl, because I'm winning.
Right? Now they gotta be forced to see you on every Facebook ad that come down their timeline on Instagram or something like that. They be like, I can't get
It's
away from it
okay,
now.
baby, because I'm winning.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
he has another wife, and the only thing we got in common is we both female. That's it.
I hear that.
That's it.
So what stage is the project in right now?
So we are scheduled to start shooting next month, at the end of this
Nice,
month. Yeah. So
nice.
the script has been developed, and yeah, good things are happening. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait, and I will call you when we're in production so you can come.
I want to come. Please do. I would definitely come to
Yes, but
set.
I'm working with some amazing people. Wait till you find out who some of the people are that we're working with.
I can't
Super excited.
I cannot wait.
Yay.
Oh my God. What
Yes.
impact are you hoping that the film has? It's like within
I'm
beauty.
hoping that it encourages women to know that it doesn't matter what age you start, whatever journey you dream to be on. Um, Also, that you can be a single mom and still pursue your dreams. I did all
Mhm.
this while being a single mother. Um, and that there is no, if you decide to do something, make up your mind and make it happen. If you take the first few steps, God will take the rest for you, with
Mhm.
you rather. I'd rather say
Yeah.
with you, because I feel like God is on my journey with me. There's times where I just be like, oh, I should just quit or I should just give up. Because let me tell you something, it's some shady people in this industry.
Oh, I
Shady.
know.
Yeah, some shady people, and I don't understand because I feel like we're so blessed to do what we do, and
Mhm.
I try my best to be nice and kind to everyone, but there are some sisters in this industry that I have tried to connect with, and they'll just be standoffish or just friendly with a certain clique of people.
Mhm.
I don't even think I got to say no names. You probably know who some of them are, but you can't
Yeah.
worry about that.
Yeah. You can't worry
Yeah,
about that at all.
it's a lot of shade.
Yeah. So as far as your story goes, I know you're like really big on your faith and everything.
Mhm.
As far as your story goes, how do you tap into the spirit of forgiveness? Because like I feel like forgiveness is it has to be a big part of your story with, you being so young, you dealing with the older guy, being put in that position where you were possibly facing, 65 to life. How do you really tap into forgiveness? Because I did see that he had like an event or something recently. You are, were in attendance and everything. I'm like, that's really big of you to be able to still support and like all of that. So how do you do
Well,
that?
you know what? He and I have always, we have a child together who's
Mm-hmm.
grown now, but he and I have always had a great relationship. We've
Okay.
always been like really close friends. Um, I don't really have, there's never been any animosity with him. I think the animosity that I've had has been with my father
Okay.
because you brought me into this world, and
Mm-hmm.
why there's things I found out about my father that blew me away. I found out when my mom gave birth to me, his basketball team took up a collection to buy me a crib, and they gave him the card with the money. He never even told my mom. My
Mm-hmm.
mom didn't find out until she ran into the basketball coach, and he was like, "Well, you never called to say thank you." And my mom's like, "What?"
Yeah.
So stuff like that to me is unforgivable. Um, what happened between me and Akbar? uh I think it took time. We have a child together, and we've never been at odds before he went away. We weren't at
Okay.
odds. And so
Yeah.
during the time he just came home. So he came home last October, so it'll be a year. Hmm.
Nice. Nice.
Yes, but we're pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait to see the film. I can't wait to see it all come to fruition. Because I remember when you first told me about it, I was just like, "Ooh, I can't wait till you talk
Yeah,
about
and I
it."
told you about it before I had even signed. I'm signed now, so. But soon you'll find out who the network is. It's a major network.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for this story to be told. It needs to be told. It will help so many moms know you can still do whatever it is you set out to do, and it'll teach young girls believe in yourself and don't always look for the easy way out. you know?
Yes. Oh my God. This is gonna be so incredible because of course we see all the amazing things that you do now. And that's why I like having the podcast too, just
Mhm.
to dive into like the person, like who the person is and all the things that have gone
Mhm.
on to get you to where you are now.
Oh yeah, the funny thing is, I live in a beautiful home, and I went from being a woman who constantly got eviction notices. I was just trying to make it with my two girls, and I remember one day I sat on my porch, and I was just like, I just have to face it. I'm just gonna always struggle. I'm just gonna always have it hard,
Hmm.
and the house I live in now, during the time when I first was on trial and I got, found innocent, not innocent, but we did pre-trial intervention and they decided, hey, we're not sending her to jail. We're just gonna, work with her and not rehabilitate, but the community worked with me to make sure that, I didn't have to serve any jail time. But during that time, I had caused a lot of embarrassment to my mom, and when she would leave to go, I had to end up moving in with her. And when she would leave to go to work, she wouldn't allow me to stay in her house because she felt like if I had to go to work, then you gonna have it. But I had a baby. I had an 11-month-old baby. So I used to
Yeah.
ride around with my baby Nodula. I used to ride around with her, and I would drive all the way down here where I live now. And there was this house I would sit in front of, and while I'd be nursing her and changing her diaper and putting on her pajamas, like wiping her down, putting on her pajamas, I would look at this house and be like, I said to her, one day we're going to have a house like this. And,
Yeah.
mommy's going to buy us a house and we're going to be happy. And I was saying that to her. She was 11 months. I live in that house now. I
I know
bought it.
that's right. I know
And
that's
you want to
right.
hear the crazy thing? I didn't set out to buy it, but this is how powerful God is. Is when I described the home I wanted. And I told my realtor, Kim, she would tell, her name is Kim,
Yeah.
she will tell you. She showed me another house in West Orange, New Jersey, and I was like, no, the HOA is too high. And I said, I want openness, I want high ceilings, I want modern, contemporary. And she said, oh, you know what? There's a house I know in Somerset, and when she said Somerset, I was
That's
like, that's
crazy.
where I used to look at that other house. And when she brought me here, and she turned into this gated community. It's a gated community.
Hmm.
But she turned in, it's open during the day and at night, Yeah. So when she turned in here, I said, wait a minute.
That's
I
crazy.
know she is not taking me in here. And don't you know it was the house? It was the
The
house.
power of manifestation.
30 years later.
That's some real visualization stuff, like going to the actual place and like seeing yourself in it, speaking it, like praying
That's the
about it.
that's the power of God. And that's
Yeah.
why people don't understand why I'm the way I am. I have seen God's grace over and over and over. And it's because I try to stay a good person. No matter how you treat me,
Hmm.
I try to not remain godly, but I try to be a good person, you know? And it pays off. His
Yeah.
protection is real.
Hmm.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. I'm excited to see everything unfold. I'm a big fan of
Oh,
the
you're so
Glamazon,
sweet.
the
I'm a big fan of
Glamazon world.
yours.
Yeah. So as you continue to grow the brand, how do you think your leadership style has shifted?
So, it's so funny because, obviously I wasn't a CEO before I came into this position. And you don't realize that, how you have to pivot in so many different ways. It's so funny. That's a word that really came about during COVID, but it's a
Yeah,
real
pivot.
thing.
Yeah.
um, I'm learning as I go, and it's okay, because this is our baby. My daughter has really stepped up to the plate, and she's done so much that has really helped us. And now, we see that we're at the point where we're getting like orders, like just back to back, and it's just
Yeah.
making me say, "Okay, God, I see. If I stay faithful, keep working, be diligent." I got to be honest, it takes money, it takes
Hmm.
real money. So now
Right.
this is going to be the first time that I'm going to go about raising my first round, because
Okay.
now we're talking about going into a big retailer.
Mm-hmm.
That with that big retailer, there's going to be advertising, there's going to be show space, there's going to, I mean, we went on Nordstrom.com because that's where I wanted to start, but now we're talking partnership to go in store,
Right.
and the retailer has like thousands of stores, so
Yeah, I've heard about the retail game.
oh,
It's another beast. I be teasing people all the time. Like I would definitely just stick to my little Shopify if I had a brand, because woo, retail is
but you really
intense.
can't. You know why? Because your consumers start to demand to be able to find you. Like we get it all the time. Why can't I find you in so and so? Why you not at Sephora? And I'm
Yeah.
like, child, first of
But the thing
all,
about it is they demanding it. They better show up with them coins in their wallets when you
hello,
finally do land.
hello.
Because that's how
And this is
brands get
about
into
having a team that
stores.
supports you.
Yeah, like
Not
people
everybody.
do get into
Not,
stores and then they can't sustain it sometimes because the demand isn't there, even though you thought the people. So like y'all want Glamazon in stores, make sure y'all pull up with y'all wallets or y'all little phones to tap to
mhm.
actually purchase
And
and
keep
support.
asking their retailer to carry your favorite brands, make it
Yeah.
accessible to you.
Hmm.
I got to be honest. I had no idea that retail is as hard as it is. I always tease my daughter and say we should have opened up makeup stores instead of cosmetic brand because
Hmm.
they make so much money hand over fist, like
Wow.
stuff you never even thought. You know, like there's one retailer that charge you for your phone calls.
Oh wow. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. I
Yeah.
even heard that some retailers are even so specific as like the type of tape that you use on the box. Like it got to be clear tape or brown tape
How
or
many products you have in the box?
that.
And here's another way they get you. If it's not to their standard, they charge you what's called a chargeback.
Oh Lord.
If you run
Mm-mm.
out of stuff and you don't get it back in restocked in time, chargeback.
Wow. Yeah, coins.
And whatever returns you get, you must take. Oh, it's a lot. It's
Wow.
a lot.
Yeah, like you
And
said, you
this
gotta have that
certain
money.
retailers, if you're in there, you have to be in their circular, and the circular easy is like 25, 50,000.
What's that mean? The circular.
Like the magazines, you know how they have like the
Oh,
little
yes.
booklets? Yeah, you have to partake in that.
And it's 25, you said 50,000?
25,000, sometimes more. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes, baby.
'Cause I definitely get those newspapers like Ulta. I get the Ulta ones in my
Yes. And this is why I'm not envious of nobody in retail, babe.
yeah, it's tough.
I promise you, I'm not. It's because I know it's a whole thing that comes with that, a
Yeah.
whole different pressure, a whole different expectation.
So you say you're doing crowdfunding?
I'm looking at crowdfunding. I'm also looking at talking to a few private equity people have reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have been trying to steer clear of taking people's cash, but
Yeah.
um, I'm looking at it now,
Yeah.
because they don't just give you money without taking, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. What has been like your biggest unexpected challenge with growing the brand or growing your team and the brand?
Nobody ever told me when you start a website that you need to drive business to that website. It costs so much money to run ads. We're running ads now. It's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mind if I drink a sip of
Oh
water, do
no, of
you?
course not. Gotta
Yes.
stay hydrated around here. That's how the skin
Mhm.
stays glowing, you know?
Saratoga. I laugh at I've been drinking this for a long time, but that
Mhm.
guy did that commercial and now I
Right. I
can't
saw
find
that.
him anywhere half the
And I don't even
time.
think he got paid for it. That's the
No.
word on the street, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's the way. I hope he did. 'Cause if not, he's crazy. Because
Mm-hmm.
now I can't even find the stuff half the time. And not to mention they keep raising the price on it. But it's the
Imagine.
best water. Yeah.
But you said you didn't know that you had to drive traffic to the website, so the ads is
So
a
when
thing.
during the time when people was like, just do your Shopify website, nobody ever said to me, "Hey, you got to drive people there. You have to do the ad sales. You have to do." That's just as expensive as everything else, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Slow walking everything.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You mentioned the I guess the philanthropy work that you're doing in the community and everything like that.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I speak at a lot of organizations, particularly with reentry women. I'm working with APFFC, which is the Akbar Pray Foundation for Change.
Mhm.
I am working with the state of New Jersey for welfare. I've been doing some things for our mayor. I don't live in Newark, but I'm from Newark. So Ras Baraka and his brother Midi Baraka, I've been doing some speaking engagements for them. I'm
Mhm.
going to be doing something with Linda Baraka, who's the wife of Ras Baraka.
Okay.
Um, I'm actually going to be talking to our new candidate for governor. So I just feel like too much one is given. Much, you just have to be able to give back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
How was the principal for a day?
Oh, that was
That's all.
fun because it was at my old school. And it was so funny because I would see kids in the hallway, and it was my responsibility to ask them where they were going and why they were in the hallway.
Like,
And then
who are you,
I
lady?
would do that in front of the real principal. And when she turned her head, I'd be like, don't worry, I used to do the same thing, you know? But yeah, it was so funny because the kids really showed me so much love.
Mhm.
And they
Yeah.
thanked me for coming to take the time out of my day to come. And it was just a
Yeah.
lot of fun. A lot
Yeah.
of fun.
How do you get involved with all of these things? Do you have like a running list of just stuff that you want to do and people just make it happen for you? Like, or people reaching out and saying, Kim, come do this? Like, what do you?
You know what? I got to be honest. The principal for the day was the school. The school was like, we got to get Kim Baker here. They saw me on HSN, one of the principals, and was like, oh, we got to get her in here. And I was
Nice.
with Tisha Campbell, who's one of my, longtime close friends.
Mm-hmm.
We went to school together. And so, yeah, yep, that's how it all came about. That. And I'm just really out here and I'm really sincere about wanting to give back to my community and inspire people.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a very confident person. And I want that for other people. I feel like when you're confident in who you are and what you are,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's half of what holds people back and make people procrastinate,
Yeah.
you know?
For sure. For
So,
sure.
it's my job. God has blessed me. I still can't wake. I can't believe some days I wake up and I could decide, do I want to get up in today or do I want to get up at 8 o'clock or do I want to sleep till 10?
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Of course I don't do it because, I have, well, every blue moon, I'll be like, you know what? I'm sleeping a
But at
little
least you
late.
have the option to. It's not
But
like
to
you.
have that option is
Yeah.
God's grace because I didn't have that option before. But I will tell you what, when I didn't have that option, I never crapped on it. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
was a model, I used to hate when I would see models like, I'm going to say it, models like Naomi come in 4 hours late. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what? God
Yeah.
blessed you with this, and this is what you're going to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I was always on time or always early, and I have hundreds of people that back me up on that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
always on time. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I ever told you this story, but I had to do an interview with Allure magazine years ago when Ro Penalar was the booking editor.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walked in, she said, I called four people in the industry, and they all four said the same thing. Always on time, always a joy to work with, always, willing to go above and beyond. And there was
Yeah.
one other thing, but she was saying your reputation preceded you before you
Mm.
even walked through the door.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
I like that. I'm a big time person. Like if I'm late, it was out of my control.
Yeah,
I
for
ain't had nothing to
sure.
do with it.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
yeah, I
That's a
don't
big
play.
pet peeve of mine. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave early to make sure I'm on time, even if I'm sitting there for an extra hour. It's
Yeah.
worth it for me to look like I'm a reliable person because I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I always promised God that if I got to live my dream, I would never take it for granted. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't.
I hear that. Yeah,
Yeah.
more to come. When you
Hmm.
look forward for the brand or just for yourself personally, how do you see your role evolving in the beauty industry? Because you kind of you were a model, a makeup artist, then you're a brand owner. Do you see it evolving in any kind of other ways?
My dream is to grow Glamazon, sell it, and then I want to. This is going to be so crazy, but my dream is to have a house where I can house people, and I get so emotional when I think about this, where I can house children who don't have parents.
Mm, yeah, that's a big deal.
Like when I see what's going on right now in Gaza,
Oh
whoo,
my
I
gosh.
get so emotional. I saw this video of this little baby. He was like 3, and he was standing up trying to sleep on a like a piece of metal. Like
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have, and he was just like nodding and stumbling. And someone was saying that both his parents were killed, and that just broke me so bad. I that's my mission. That's my
Yeah,
mission is once I sell and I make a certain amount of money, I want to open a house to be like a surrogate mom.
yeah,
That's
that's
been the that has been the happiest thing in my life is being a mother to my children. And
mm-hmm.
now they're grown and always pushing me away. Oh mom, you're too overprotective, you're too this, you're too that. But that has always been my greatest joy, giving my kids birthday parties, taking them to Disney,
Oh,
doing things for them. I miss those days.
yeah, yeah.
You know
I
my
just became a
daughters.
doula.
Pardon?
I just became a doula.
What's a doula?
So a doula is a support person for birthing people. So being there as emotional
Oh
support,
yeah, that's right. That's for my
advocacy.
nieces. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yay. Yeah, it
so
feels so good when you're doing something that's still doing God's work, you know?
yeah. Cause like
That's
you, like I have other
great.
aspirations. So like one of my goals this year was like I felt like my business goals and my personal goals were becoming like too meshed together. And I'm like,
Mhm.
no, I want to do something that is totally outside of beauty that I'm interested in and just,
Yeah.
go with that. So I went ahead and did the training course and now I'm working on
Mhm.
my official certification. So if y'all are pregnant, okay, you need to you need
My
me to
niece
support.
does that. My niece she's a nurse, but she delivers babies. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Is
then
she a
my
midwife?
sister, pardon?
Is she a midwife?
No, she's a nurse. She's a
Okay.
nurse, but she works in like with OBGYN. So she delivers, she's in the delivery room. And then my sister, that's my niece. My
Mhm.
sister actually impregnates women. She's a nurse, but
Nice.
she does in vitro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she works
See?
for a company called Kind Body.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep the
She
next
helps women
generation coming.
conceive. Yeah.
Circle of life.
Oh yeah, and that's I'm so proud that I come from a family that thinks that way. Like my sister gets women pregnant, my niece delivers them. Me, I want to open up a house where I can care for foster children and children who are orphaned.
Hmm.
Simply because there's a backstory behind this. I used to have a makeup studio and people would come and ask to work there. And there was one girl who it was her birthday, and I had one of my assistants go out and get her a cake.
Hmm.
And when we brought the cake back, and she came out the bathroom, we sang happy birthday. She started screaming like, "Oh my god, oh," and crying. And we're like, "What?" I'm like, "What the hell did I do? Did I do something wrong?" I thought maybe I tricked her. She was like, "I never had a birthday cake in my life," and she started crying and fell on the floor. And
Mm.
I'm like, "What is going on?" She was in foster care, never had a birthday, and the people who were raising her, check this out, was a pastor and his wife. And when the wife would go away on evangelist stuff, the pastor husband would force her to have sex. She was
Mm-mm-mm.
11 years old.
A mess.
I want a house where I can protect children.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna need a big, big house because there's a lot of crazy people out here in this world, unfortunately.
Yeah, one of my fantasies, I hate to say it, would be to take pedophiles and release them into the wild and
Yes.
let me go
That's a
catch
Virgo
them.
thing. And my mom be saying like the same stuff, like just chop it off. Go ahead,
Oh, just catch them.
cause like what?
Yeah, yeah. People be hunting the wrong things. You got to go get the pedophiles.
Absolutely, get them out of here.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
absolutely.
Mm-mm-mm. One
Yeah,
thing you mentioned early was the acquisition. When you say acquisition by eyes, or selling your brand, like
I
what?
do because it's a great, and I know what's going to happen because God knows what my mission is. My
Mm-hmm.
mission is in my retirement, I won't fully retire. I'll be caring for children.
Yeah, yeah. When that time
So,
comes, what do you want people to understand about acquisition? Because we always see the noise when black brands sell, and they're like, "Oh, you're a sellout," or the
oh
formula's gonna
yeah,
change.
I'm
Like, what
selling
is?
all the way the hell out. Okay,
That's right.
listen, this is why you start a brand. Is you want to create and you hope that they'll keep you on in some capacity so you can ensure that the way the products are made and the ingredients. But then once you teach that to them, you can go on with your own life. See, this is one thing that Black people don't understand is that you develop and you grow a business so that you can create generational wealth for your
Mhm.
family. That's how it's done.
Yep.
The Rockefellers didn't just, wake up and be like, up, that's it, I'm rich. No, it took somebody that took that initial step to ensure that we have the trust, because a lot of us need to learn about that too,
Right.
trust, that we have the trust to and the wealth to be able to allow the next generation to do things.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole nother thing that has to come along for the Black community. Like we need to learn all about what trust management, what trust funds are.
Yeah.
Um, it's a lot we need to learn, and we
Yeah.
need to catch up. And we are hundreds of years behind.
And I say we're still
So,
behind.
this is my vehicle to help my family and my vehicle so that I can help some of the children out here who don't have moms that put them to bed at night.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, they
Absolutely.
don't have, you know, moms that read books to them before they go to bed. My girlfriend just took on two foster kids. One of the kids is like 11 years old, just learning to read.
Mm-hmm. So sad. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the mission
So
is bigger. So I think that's probably one thing people need to understand with acquisition is like the mission is bigger than just the brand.
yes,
Yeah.
it's creating wealth. It's not selling out. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why we always have these negative connotations about everything. We have to really start educating ourselves. And these are the things I want to do. These are the things that I want to bring to, our community. I'm getting ready to
Mm-hmm.
start back doing something I haven't done in years. Not years, but I was one of the first people, I think I told you back in the day, implement and makeup master classes with Bobby
Mm-hmm.
Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start back doing those because I'm getting a lot of corporate women asking me, why did you ever stop doing, Simplify Beauty 101? That was the name
Yeah.
of my class.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring it back and
Yeah, do
I'm going
it.
to go back around the country. I've done so many corporations from Novartis, like to WOSIP, so many different corporations. I want to get back to doing that for everyday women again.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
one
of fun,
thing.
but I've been just out here hustling.
Yeah. That's one thing I really loved about AJ Crimson. He used to travel from city to city teaching makeup classes and using his brand and making coins. So definitely I
Yeah, I
can't wait.
miss him too.
Yeah.
I thought
Miss
about
him.
him the other day,
Mm-hmm.
especially when Malcolm Jamal won. I knew Malcolm too, so yeah.
Right. Right. When that happened, I thought about AJ, and then my god sister unfortunately had an accident overseas as well and passed away with a drowning. So I'm like, what is it just drives me crazy when I hear those kind of stories.
Yeah, yeah, I'm nervous because my daughter's getting ready to go away to Europe on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just stay away from the water, please.
Right. As much as I can swim, like give me that life jacket.
Yeah, absolutely. I can
Yeah.
swim too, and I don't mess with the ocean too much. The ocean is
It's
powerful,
unpredictable.
unpredictable, and extremely powerful. Do not
Mm-hmm.
underestimate that body of water, child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I guess we talked about what's next. Is there anything that's coming up next that we didn't talk about that we need to know about?
Um,
Keep an eye out for?
Yeah, we talked about my flight, school, and we talked
Yeah, the
about
project,
yep,
tools coming out.
yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Um, I think the thing I would want to just say before signing off is I just really need to ask the Black community to please, please, I can't stress this enough. Please support and look at more Black brands. If
Yeah.
we don't sustain ourselves, I look at everybody talking about, and I say this with grace, but everybody's talking about, Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury has one Black executive in
Mm,
her company. And I say that not to be shady. I'm stating facts. So I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe she have more now, but I know when I was looking, there was one.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it needs to be the wealth needs to be shared. We are the number one spenders in the beauty space, but
Mm-hmm.
where's the money going? Because the damn
Right.
sure ain't coming back in our community.
Right. Right. They said as soon as it leaves our community, it never comes, it never
It
circles
doesn't serve
back.
not even 0.1 time.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah, it
have to
doesn't.
be conscious. We have to. We have
Mhm.
to. If our community is going to benefit and Black people are going to finally have some type of wealth, it's going to take us to make sure that we have to be conscious of it. I'm conscious all the time.
Mhm.
I mean, I buy everybody, but I am specifically conscious certain things that I must buy from a Black brand.
I hear that. I hear that. Well, before I let you go, I have to ask you the Friends of Beauty rapid fire questions.
Mhm.
So whatever comes to your mind, you can spit it out. So, what are the top three keys to your success so far?
Staying in my own lane, not looking at what somebody else is doing, and using my expertise of over 30 years of being in this industry to help navigate my brand.
Okay. Okay. How do you measure your success?
I think I'm doing very well. And the fact that I haven't had to take nobody else's dollars, yes, it's a great thing. So I feel like I'm doing good and I can see we're growing. I can see we're scaling. Even from, when I'm out and people recognize me now, or people will come over to me and give me hugs or, show me. I went to go get a massage at Massage Envy. And when I
Uh,
walked in, the lady was like, "Oh," and I'm looking like, "Oh, where do I know her from?" And she opens her pocketbook and she had my foundation, and I was like,
oh,
"Okay,
I love that.
yeah." So that is a good feeling.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Love it. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Uh, Mind your own damn business. That's some of the best advice. Keep stay in your own lane and mind your own damn business. That's it.
Period.
Period.
What advice would you give to another Black-owned beauty founder right now who is just not having the best time in the industry and they're just like, I'm ready to just give up this brand?
If you know that you are an expert at what you do and you are good at what you do and you believe in your product, stay the course. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Just stay the course. Nobody's going to get out here and beat your chest about what it is you have, but you know what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
I hate when people try to compare me to, especially another Black brand, because I'm the type of person, what I want for myself, I want for my sister. That person, has their blessings. I have my blessings, there's no, we're on two different journeys,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's another thing. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing because you never know. You never know. Like, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. Amit Koleng.
You're right.
I had read something about her getting money from L'Oreal. And I was like, oh, I wish that was me. I wish I had got money from L'Oreal. And so now when this whole thing happened, I was like, well, where was L'Oreal? You know?
Right. Huh. Mm.
So, I just don't ever envy somebody else. Stay
Right. You
and
have no
worry
idea.
about you. And that's my point to saying that because my heart bleeds for that situation. But I'm just saying, never be envious of someone else. You don't know what's going on in somebody else's garden. So what are your
Absolutely.
own?
Right. Tend to your own garden for
Yes.
sure. What's a resource that helps you in your business that you can share with the Friends in Beauty community?
A resource that help. Listen, I hate to say it because she just walked through the door.
Natasha.
My daughter, you said Natasha. My daughter, listen, I know a lot of people got daughters, and that's great. But I got the bomb ass daughter. My daughter, when I tell you, my daughter holds me down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking, my daughter holds me down.
I know that's
When
right.
there's times where even with stuff that don't even pertain to Glamazon, when I'm tired because I fought so long, my daughter will tell me, step to the side, and she handles shit.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yes, you
I'm
raised
blessed.
her well.
That's my secret weapon. If you ain't got Natasha, I ain't worried about you.
Right? That's the secret sauce right there.
That's the secret sauce.
I know
And I hate the fact that she just walked through the door because now I'm never gonna leave that shit down.
Good, good. It's good that she knows that though.
She knows it. She
Because
does.
I don't know if you tell her enough. As a Virgo mom, I don't know if
Oh
you
my
tell her
God.
enough.
You
So
can Natasha tells me to take the garbage out. You know what you could do? You can go take the garbage out.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the last one is the statement. My name is blank, and the key to longevity and success is blank, whatever
Yes.
you think it is.
Yes. My name is Kim Baker. I'm the founder and CEO of Glamazon Beauty, and my key to longevity and success is being authentic in my space.
Yes, being authentic in your space. Before you go, please share how we can connect with you, Glamazon Beauty, get some of this foundation.
Yes, girl, get some of this foundation. Do yourself a favor. So, glamazonbeauty.com. You can connect with me, glamazonbeauty.com. We're on hsn.com, HSN. We're on Nordstrom.com. Yeah, but please check me out at glamazonbeauty.com.
Yes, thank you so much, Kim. It's always a pleasure to chat and catch up with you.
You too, babe. I love you.
Love you more.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with another friend in beauty. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, rate, and leave a 5-star review so that other friends in beauty can find the show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, hashtag Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.